The Earth is so complicated, it presents all kinds of difficult problems for us. We'll never be able to figure it all out. The most exciting things about being a scientist are trying to identify important problems and push back the boundaries to learn things that no one's ever learned before. It's just tremendously stimulating to do that. I'm the first person who have really invented the idea of using a rotary shear machine for studying earthquakes. I've been using this machine to study earthquakes for almost 40 years. There are many different aspects of the way rocks respond to pressure and temperature. I decided to focus on how earthquakes work because that is more relevant to solving societal problems. The machine slides two rocks past each other and measures the friction as they slide past each other under high pressure. But in order to really understand the mechanics of what goes on, we also need to understand the stresses involved and how large the stress changes are. After I got the funds to do this, I suddenly realized that what I'd initially spec'd out wasn't necessarily going to be the best thing, and so I started doing some research and discovered that this HEIDENHAIN motor had the capability of going at much higher speeds than the other motors that I'd seen and still had adequate torque. Similarly, the encoders seemed to be much higher resolution than other possible devices I had considered using. The processes that go on in our experiments at high pressure can well be exactly the same as the processes that go on in nature at 10 kilometers deep underneath the Earth. With this new motor, I can rotate at 1800 RPM, and that corresponds to slip rates up to 4 meters a second, the same rate that actual earthquakes occur. I've had a lot of help from HEIDENHAIN in several different ways. They were very helpful in answering a variety of questions. A couple guys from HEIDENHAIN came and helped when we were actually assembling the motor. There were some pretty scary steps in that process, and had they not been here and kind of held my hand as we were going through it, I'm not sure if I would have had the courage to proceed. This technology that has gone into this motor, the combination of the encoder and the motor itself, are the closest we have come to being able to simulate the actual earthquake process. This could help us understand whether earthquakes could be predictable and give us more detail about how strong the shaking could possibly be from large earthquakes. It's conceivable we could save lives and property damage.